Mama, another idea, Kodaya, and I just say, Yante, Asempa, Yankasa, President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency, Nana Addo, and I just say, any day, Mino Kase, Wasaki, National Sports Authority, the director with us or more as a Canadian Pote and I so Amaya Saki opening a free Dibrezo. Master so be stay tuned to a plug to media or like here videos and now share a day. Am I near Gotier and 7 said the Siko in
President Akufo Addo has sacked the Director General of the National Sports Authority, NSA, Doji Nomekavo, from his role. According to 3 sports sources at the Jubilee House, the decision takes immediate effect. President Akufo Addo is said to have decided to relieve the Director General of the Sports Authority of his post following news about the poor state of the country's football pitches. Dr. Doji Nomekavo was appointed as the interim Director General of the National Sports Authority on the 26th of February this year. 2024, following the departure of Professor Peter Chumesi, who served in that role for 6 years. So let's have a conversation on this. And sports journalist Sadiq Adams is joining us. We call him Sports Obama. Sadiq, it's good to have you connect with us here on Ghana tonight. Good news for you. Does it give you indication that all our problems with this poor stadia we have now, at least, is being solved?
Well, thank you very much, Alfred. Not really. I think that the distraction is far too evident that a sack at this point does very little to what has been, omissions that have been done under the National Sports Authority. In fact, if the sacking of the National Sports Authority boss is going to change anything with respect to the international embarrassment we have received last week and this week, that would have been done, but nothing of the sorts would change the nature of the stadia, would change the fact that we are not going to play matches at home, and the fact that we do not currently, as a proud football nation, have one single category 3 standard pitch. I think the decision to sack him may have emanated from other factors, because the president is quite aware what has transpired in the last few years and the money that has been sunk under the guise of renovating our various stadia.
I see. So you said this is a distraction at best from where you said. It's in no way give you any indication that this is a serious development in addressing our problems.
Not really, because the previous National Sports Authority director was charged at the Auditor General's report, or the Auditor General charged the National Sports Authority. He was sacked in March. That's 6 months ago. It did nothing. It did little to the nature of our pitches. There was Robert Safo-Mensah, who was found to have involved himself in misconduct in 2018. He was removed before Professor Chumesi was brought in. So from 2018 till date, the National Sports Authority has had 3 separate Director Generals. If these moves were going to change anything with respect to their structure and governance, I have been in this, and I think that this is only a distraction. 1, 2, the damage has been caused, and 3, the new person coming will do very little within this short time to get us back, because the problem is not about the changing of the National Sports Authority director. It is about the whole governance structure that has been politicized. This is an office that should be depoliticized. It requires expertise. It requires people to stay longer, have institutional memory, people with the professional touch to know how to manage sporting infrastructure. And we are going to get another political appointment. And at the end of the day, the same incompetence and the extreme level of negligence that has characterized the National Sports Authority is not going to change if the governance structure and the appointing powers of the president doesn't change. If we are still going to get political people, the previous National Sports Authority director was contesting for parliamentary seat in his constituency. This current National Sports Authority director is currently contesting, and I have understood that it's one of the reasons why he's even kept long and the president kept contemplating on the decision, because he's going to contest for a highly contestable seat in the Greater Accra region until we stop the appointment of political people, square pegs in round holes. Nothing substantial is going to change to the stadia in this country.
It's important to make this point because all the videos of the stadia we have in this country that we're showing on our screens, disgraceful to say the least, is it not?
It's very embarrassing to know that at this point, Ghana is in the same category as Central African Republic, Djibouti, Eritrea, Burundi, Somalia, Sudan, countries that are war-torn, Chad, Niger, countries that have been banned by CAF for lack of suitable playing surface. And we were founding father of CAF. We were one of the first African countries to join FIFA. Of all the countries that have been banned, we are the only country to have attended the World Cup on 4 different occasions and 24 times at the African Cup of Nations. Some of them have not even qualified before for the AFCON since its inception. And when things like this happen and there is leadership, it should send strong signals, and bold statements should be made. We have been talking about this for a very long time. If you see the nature of the stadia in this country, as of 2015, 2016, 2017, I can be very emphatic. As of 2017, we had 4 of our stadia passing the requisite or the requirement for granting the approval for hosting a CAF category 2 or 3 game. As of 2017, as of today, that's like 7 years down the lane, we do not have one. So from 4 or 5, because we hosted Uganda in Tamale in 2017, Mediama and Asante Kotoko played in the FA Cup in 2015 final in the Sipon. Cape Coast have been used to host matches until the 6th match distraction, Kumasi Sports Stadium and Accra Sports Stadium. So we had 5 as of 2017. What may have transpired to the point that all of them are in complete distraction and embarrassment? It's
deplorable, to say the least. Dishonorable, despicable. It's scandalous if you think about it.
If we don't see this as a national shame, I don't know. And you saw how the CAF president was decrying and feeling shy to mention the name of Ghana. That what on earth will lead to a country like Ghana not having a standard? That is the basic pitch to host matches. And when I say it's not about the manner of sacking people, the negligence that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days to a game, an international game, the National Sports Authority is able to grant access of the playing fields for all manner of events, including music, concert, church. And we know that the natural, reclamation of the pitch takes over 2-3 months to get it to the standard. If you have a Director General of the National Sports Authority who goes ahead to grant access to church events for cars to be driven on the field with 10 days or 15 days to an international game, it means that he is either being negligent, he is ignorant of the role he is occupying, or he is purely incompetent. And you can combine that perhaps it is all enveloped in the recklessness that they deal with. Because if you do this, you are destroying the stadium, you are destroying the pitch. But what they are interested in is the money they get. And that is why I'm surprised that they have kept long maintaining this political structure of the National Sports Authority instead of, the scandals there is serious. The amount of money we waste under the guise of renovating stadium in this country could have built an entirely new stadium in another jurisdiction. And that's a shame and an embarrassment that we have gotten this far. I think that sacking him will not change anything, because the previous Sports Authority Director was on the same path. He was sacked 6 months ago. Now we don't even, when he was leaving, we had one. Now we have none.